Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review. This is episode number 26, and this one we're reviewing the episode that aired today, the Mizukage Successor. Yeah, technically in a way, it's a little bit focused on the new character Kagura, I think his name is. It sounds like they just named this character, had the same name as the person who Naruto and Sasuke fought during the Fourth Great Ninja War. As a matter of fact, the Fourth Great Ninja War is actually referenced a couple times throughout this episode. And one thing I knew was going to happen in this episode was the fact we're going to see the priest Mizukage, Miyai. Yep. And we see her, and I kind of get why they hit her from the promotion and stuff. Man, sweet Jesus. She aged. Not unexpected. It had been 15 years since the Fourth Great Ninja War. And she also put on some weight. Not as much as Anko, but yeah, she put on some weight. And probably the way she hides most of her weight is wearing a long blue dress. Even though when she was Mizukage, she wore this blue outfit which showed off her nice legs. But here she just, wears a long blue dress. I mean, it's nice to see her and all, but they could have mentioned, like, she could have, like, she basically didn't interact with any of the main characters, well, except from Kagura. Yeah. I mean, she could have walked about, it's like, hey, I know your dad. And could walk up beside her and say, hey, I fought your dad. And I spit lava in his face. I was kind of hoping that was going to happen, but nope. That didn't happen. Because that would have been interesting, to say the least. But yeah, and of course they also bring up the Seven Swords, which was really cool. They brought these guys up. Now, they don't mention that Naruto himself has actually fought one of the Seven Swordsmen. Actually fought two of them. Yeah, one of whom he actually fought alongside of, basically toward the end of his life. The other one, he briefly fought him. Yeah, the one who was a member of the Akatsuki. Yep. There's also talk of, in the episode of Kagura, basically him successor to the current Mizukage sword, which I haven't seen much for its abilities that much. I don't really remember it. It's a strange name. It's one of the most bizarre looking swords I've ever seen. Yeah. You know, so like in the previous episode, this was kind of a minor element in the previous episode. This one basically took up a good chunk of the episode. At least about a good quarter of it anyways, basically, with this gang who knows Kagura anyways, and they basically want things to go back the way it was before the current Mizukage became in charge, when it was known as the Bloody Mist Village. So they call it the Blood Mist Village, but in the dub, I remember they're calling it the Bloody Mist Village. Yeah, I don't really know why they wanted to go back that way, but even though that, yeah, they're trying to move past it, they're not forgetting it. They have memorials for it, and it's kind of like how things here is like, you can't just forget stuff that happened. That, as far as I can tell, they didn't forget. They just want to move on from it. They don't always want to be known as the Bloody Mist Village. Yeah. And of course, Iwami gets a chance to get a scuffle with the leader of this group of people. Leader of this gang. And of course there's this like hidden figure. No idea who this guy is. Heck, I highly doubt it's Uchimaru because the guy is way too far away from here. So, as for who this guy can be, I don't know. It could be. Well, it can't be the guy. It can't be one of Miyai's bodyguards. The other one, the one with the Byakugan eye. I know it can't be him because he got killed by he got killed by Obito during the Fourth Great Ninja War, so it can't be him. As for who this guy is, I have no idea who this guy is. It could be one of the Seven Swordsmen who's somehow still alive. That's a theory. Even though most of them were killed off by Guy's father, Dai. Yeah, he fought them. Though, yeah. And Sussumori gets a chance to do a little bit in this episode. She bandages up Kagura's hand after he basically blocks a kunai. Yep. Yeah, this is the first time I've noticed that she ever actually has any nursing skills. I'm like, okay, I get the fact that they're trying to push this character. I know Sadara's got nursing skills. Yes, I know she does. But I did not know Susumori does. I did not know that. This is something quite unusual, but yeah. So she treats his hand. I would have thought Sadara was set up that basically, yeah, speaking of Sadara, she does virtually almost nothing this whole episode. And the only really nice scene of her is basically her and Baruto just having a conversation. Of course, Kagura comes in. Of course, Baruto gives her a sushi, and of course, they say it's really good. And the only reason why he got two is because the guy who owned the thing just was so nice, just gave him the other one, even though he only wanted one. Yeah. Though, basically, also, this is something else I wanted to see, because they mentioned they wanted to go to the beach. They could have shown basically characters from swimsuits, but nope. I guess this is just a theory. They probably didn't have time to do that in this episode. Probably because of time constraints. That could be the reason why they couldn't show the characters in swimsuits. That would have been nice, but who knows? Though they did get a little bit of that in the previous episode. But yeah. Yeah, of course, the current Mizukage making his, I think, like third or fourth appearance in the series. It's nice to see him again. Yeah, unlike, let's say, his predecessor, who was aged okay, he's aged fine. Yeah, he could be as much as early 30s. She could be probably in her, and this is my personal guess, she's probably in her 40s or 50s. That's my personal guess, anyways. Though it was hinted at in the series that Chojin basically had a crush on her. Yeah, because every time he saw her, he basically was blushing at her. Yeah, he always was blushing constantly. Like, not as much as Hinata was doing with Naruto, but yeah, he was blushing at her. I think she noticed it, but I don't think she minded at all. Probably because she knew how much she was hot, how much hot she is. Yeah. Here, she just, well, she looks like she has some of her good looks, but I just think it's a little odd, though, that she put on weight. Well, theory I've heard because of her piece, so she gets nothing much to do, so she puts on weight, like Anko. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they had it where Anko basically in later episode decided to go on a diet and basically just slim down to her basically youthful appearance. Who knows? It's just a theory. Next week's episode is a Shinobi Battle of Friendships, which looks like we're gonna have looks like pretty much a lot of the male cast members, basically Baruto, Shikadai, Mitsuke, Iwambi, Inojin, Iwambi, and Kagura basically fighting off against these gang of the guys who kidnapped the guy. Maybe get a chance to see who this main antagonist is next episode. It's just a theory, but this was a pretty good episode nonetheless. It was a little bit more better. Just fun. Okay, so that's really it for this one. Not much else to say. Pretty good episode. Let's see, was there anything else? Well, not really, no. It just that was a couple things I really wanted to see, but never happened, probably because of time constraints. It's my personal guess. But it would have been so hilarious, basically, of Miyai basically pointing to basically pointing like first to Baruto, like, hey, I know your dad. I met him during the Fourth Ninja War, and pointing to Sada, like, I fought your dad. And I spit lava in his face. that would have been interesting, but yeah, maybe in later episode they might get a chance to have her say that, but who knows? Okay. So, see you all next week for next week's episode. That'll be episode 27. Okay? Until then, I will see you there. Bye.